All right, let's get right into it. I'm gonna make this quick because I don't know if my battery's gonna last that long, and I want to start flying this thing again. First things first, the camera. I am a videographer. I actually got this to get some more dynamic shots. All my friends do action stuff. I do a lot of action sports, so I want to get some like really cool like, flying between the tricks, between the, like following the skateboard down the ramp and all that other kind of stuff. And you can't really do that with a general kind of basic drone. I mean, you can, but like the types of shots you want to get with it, it doesn't equate. It's nothing like it. Number one, the camera is trash. It's a 720p, and I don't even know how many pixels. It's not really that important, but you'll see. I'm gonna post a clip of something I'm gonna post a clip of something that I took after this. Next, it's pretty much unusable unless you're trying to do something like old school, like with the grain and all that other stuff, make it look kind of cool and edgy. But as far as like being cinematic, I can't imagine using it for anything. I saw a bunch of videos of people putting GoPros on their drones and flying those. My GoPro with, I guess, the case, because I don't feel comfortable flying it without the case, is way too heavy. I did fly it at one point. I literally took electric tape and taped it to the drone, and it flew up, and I guess the gyro was all out of whack with it. It just kind of like spun around in a circle and came pretty much crashing down to the ground. So that was a no-go. Speed. It has 3 flying modes. 1 is like this. 2 is a little bit faster than that, and 3 is like a sprinting speed. Although it does go, I guess, relatively fast, it's nothing compared to a racing drone. It says racing drone on the box, but it is not a racing drone. It doesn't do any of the racing drone tricks. It's not as fast as a racing drone. If you want to hit a bank or hit a corner or something, do not try it with this, because it does not go vertical. It does not go vertical. It does not go vertical. It just kind of banks a little bit. And when you try to make those turns, it'll just kind of like skid out, and you have to readjust and then start going again. I mean, it's not powerful enough to do a whole lot. It isn't just an entry-level kind of thing. Luckily for me, that's all I need right now. I do kind of want to push it and take it to the next level, but until I can fly through, something that small effortlessly, I probably don't need anything else. Lag is, I don't think there really is much lag, to be honest. I almost hit a fence one time, and I did see the fence, and I flew over it. So I guess that's enough. I guess it's responsive enough, I guess. Let's see. There are dummy buttons on the remote, which was disappointing, because you never want to buy something and then see on it that it's missing something, and you just can't have it. It's just disappointing. So yeah, I guess those knobs are usually for like adjusting the camera on other drones, and they just don't have it for some reason. And okay, so it brings me to the point. Recording on this thing was really frustrating, because I had some micro SD cards that I thought would work. The V3, whatever, it didn't work for some reason. They said don't use anything higher than 32 gigs, so I went back to Walmart and bought a 32 gig micro SD card, and it did work after I tried it a few times. I put the SD card in, press record, and when I put it back, and I turned it off and I put it back into the camera to check the video, it was just lost directory files. I don't know what the problem was, but the next time I did it, I was able to actually record. This time I left it on, so I guess to give it a chance to write to the file, or to write to the SD card. I don't know what the problem was, but I'm assuming that's what it was, because it did work the second time. That's a gripe, because you really just want to record, turn off the camera, plug it in, and see what you did, but it doesn't work that way with this thing. You can't ask for too much. The entry into the FPV world is like $1,000, and this drone is only $200, and you get the drone, the remote, the goggles, and extra propellers. So you really can't ask for too much. You already got a lot, and a camera, like a 720p camera, where you can actually record. I'm pretty sure I got a decent deal. I could be wrong. But there's literally, like, I don't see any other videos on YouTube about this, so I'm pretty sure it's new. It's a new, category on its own. So overall, I would definitely recommend it, because, like I said, barrier to entry is pretty high financially. I don't have $1,000 to drop on a new toy or on something else I'm just trying to learn right now, so yeah. As far as distance is concerned, it's rated for 3,200 meters. I took it out to a parking lot next to a Walmart parking lot, and it probably only got to the end of the parking lot before it started giving me static and interference. It didn't really do too much, but then I realized that I didn't have the channels adjusted very well. So the next time I took it out was next to the parking lot, and the channels were adjusted pretty decent, and it got to the end of the parking lot and it gave me static. But then I realized through watching other videos that you could just turn off your phone or put it on airplane mode, and I had my Bluetooth headset in, I took those off, I went away from the car, and I realized it was able to get into the next parking lot. I got about 100 feet in the air. No, that's when it cut off. It was working pretty decent until I got 100 feet in the air and about 100 yards out, because then it shut out. I tried to press the return to home button. It did not work very well. It started kind of like coming back and then like circling around my area. I don't know what that means. It said something about when the battery starts getting low, you can only go 20 meters away or something. I don't know, 20 feet. I actually lost the instructions, so yeah, I don't remember what it said. There is a QR code on there to 2 YouTube videos that aren't very descriptive. Maybe I'll make another one to give some more insight on how to use this thing, and I'll explain what I learned. But yeah, it pretty much tells you how to turn it on, calibrate it, and nothing else. So as far as like the user controls, whatever, using the camera and stuff, it's pretty self-explanatory. But there are little things here and there that I didn't know. Like after you crash it, because I did crash it with the GoPro, you're supposed to recalibrate the gyro and I guess the GPS. So when I took off immediately after that, after crashing, it was all wonky and it didn't go right. So yeah, I learned. So I guess that's pretty much it. Yeah.